Hi you guys, so I'm here today with Little Caesars and some stuffed crazy bread, cheesy jalapeno sauce, and buffalo ranch. We are having a little celebratory mukbang because, well, I'll explain. Let me just get started. Here's the pizza. I've been wanting to do a Little Caesars video, and this morning I got good news, so I thought, why not just do it now? You're gonna hear the air because it is hot in Southern California. Today and tomorrow are gonna be super hot, over 100 degrees. And so the air is on. So yeah, I have pepperoni pizza, just the $5 pizza. I was gonna get stuffed crust, but I thought, you know what? I'll just get the stuffed crust, the stuffed crazy bread, and just do that. And I have ice water in my Hanger 24 glass. That's a brewery in Redlands. It's about half an hour from us. It's like the first brewery we ever went to. I need water. So yeah, I'm excited about this. I've seen a few people try the stuffed crazy bread. So yeah, I was gonna get stuffed crust, but I was like, no, let's just do this. So I did it all online and it was super easy. And I just went in, scanned my phone, and like the little door opened, you just take it out yourself. I was like, well, shit, you're cheap and easy. Win. So yeah, let me try one of these first. Oh, let me open my sauces. Buffalo ranch. This one's really good. Oh my god. Well, that's cute. I love buffalo ranch. This is really good. There's buffalo ranch. Oh! I am so hungry. I'm like shaking. I think my camera's a little crooked. It's okay. I got home from dropping off my daughter at daycare and stuff, and I ate like a small meal and had coffee because I wanted to finish the process of what happened this morning. And then I'm shaky. Cheesy jalapeno. This is like a thicker cheese sauce. Oh, so good. I was gonna get ranch and like marinara, but I was like, these are fine. Okay, so let's pull these out. Ooh, they got like garlic on top of them. Yum! My husband will have leftovers because I'm not gonna finish this. Or maybe I will. Oh my god. So good. Garlicky and buttery. Let's try it without sauce. The only thing is that the cheese is not melted. The cheese is warm, but I was hoping for like a cheese bowl. I only got home 2 minutes ago and like just got it out from Little Caesars. I'm surprised it's not warmer. Maybe I'll save those and put those in like the toaster oven later. A little snack. The cheese is really good though. Here's the buffalo ranch. I did my hair, got ready, order online, and pick that shit up. Oh, I'm so hungry. I haven't done a solo eating video in a long time. So this is back to basics, girl. So, this is really good. Cheese is really good. It's very good because when I'm celebrating, we'll kind of explain like my schooling part of my life. Oh my god. I haven't been eating out because we're on a COVID budget. Haven't worked since March. So we eat out. Usually the one video that you'll see a week It's like the one time we eat out during the week, and otherwise we just cook our own food. And so when I get something, it's like a big deal. I mean, this all is under $10, but it's so good. I've just really been wanting pizza. I went over to Kelly's house one day, and we ordered, I think it was Domino's, because it's like right next to her apartment. That was the best delivery pizza I've ever had. It was so much cheese. It was freaking hot. And we got like a supreme pizza. So it has like veggies or did we just get the veggie pizza? Maybe it was just veggies, but it was honestly the best pizza delivery I've had. So good. And you know Caesars delivers now? I was going to do that, but it was like a 30 to 45 minute wait. I was like, I'm hungry now. I only had to wait 10 minutes for this. Those are really good. And it came with 3, which is kind of like, only 3? They come with 4. I'll leave one for my husband, just one. Okay, so a little background before I get into what we're actually celebrating. Oh my god, there's a really big piece. Or there's one with bubble crust. Oh my god. So I got my bachelor's in psychology. I went to Cal Poly Pomona. I graduated 2011. Pizza. Yeah. So good. Graduated 2011, my degree in psychology, and then I went straight into working with kids with autism. I graduated and I was okay, like, what now? Like, what do I do? I had a friend that worked for the company, and just apply, like, we need therapists, and they train you, so you apply. If they get hired, then they'll train you and put you through like ABA training, which is applied behavior analysis, and you go through the training, then you take a test like at the end of that, and if you pass it, then like that determines your pay and if you get like fully hired. You have to pass it at a certain like score, and then based on your score will determine if like your pay. So I did that. And I actually did like really well. I was surprised with myself because I think what helped is that like it was like training 2 days and the 3rd day you test. So it wasn't a lot, like it wasn't a drawn out process. So I did really well. So I ended up getting paid like pretty decent for being a new therapist. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Cool. I started that. I was in-home. Sorry. I was in-home therapy. So that was cool. And in the back of my head, I always wanted to work at this school by me. Well, a couple cities over. And so, like, I was always applying to the school, too. After 6 months of working at the in-home, I got an interview. I interviewed, and then they didn't, like, hire me right away. So I was, like, super bummed. I'm like, dang it. So I've been wanting to work there. It's a school for kids with autism. And then it was, like, 3 months later, they called, and they were like, hey, like, you interviewed a couple months ago. We didn't offer you the job at that time, but we were wondering, like, are you still interested? And I was like, yes, I'm so interested. And this is right when, like, I was feeling really down. Like, I liked the in-home, but I really just wanted to be in a school. I was very bummed. Like, I do really well in interviews, and the fact that I didn't get that job, I felt like, what the heck? Like, I get every job, and it was a group interview, and I felt like I had good answers, you know? And honestly, now looking back, I think it was my lack of experience, because I'd only been in the field for a couple months, and that job is intense. This is a place I actually still work at. It's pretty intense. Like, the kids have, you know, impaired communication, so they have a lot of behaviors, to the point where, like, we do have to, unfortunately, do restraints on the kids to keep them safe, to keep us safe. And a lot of times, like, I get bit, my hair pulled, spit it at, scratched, punched, kicked. Your clothes get ripped. Like, it's an intense job. So I think that's why I didn't get hired, because you really need to, like, you gotta be, are you in this? Like, they only hire, like, legit people who are, like, going to stick around too, because also it's hard for the kids to go, like, between, God, they cut this so poorly. Look at that. What the heck? I hate that. It's like a pet peeve. It's hard for kids to go in between therapists a lot. Because the moment you build up, like, rapport and start working on skills, if you just cut that off, like, it's really hard for kids. So it was just really hard. But anyways, they called me back. I was like, oh my God, yes, I'm so excited. So I kept working at the in-home for a little bit. And then I was just like, you know, I can't do both, because this new job, it was full-time. 7:30 to, like, if you had, like, a route where, like, we would drive kids home, or pick them up in the morning. In the beginning, I had an afternoon route, so I wouldn't get off until, like, 3:30 or 4. So I was, like, going to therapy and then going to in-home therapy after a day of work, especially that intense job. I was very exhausted, and so I quit the in-home. So that's basically how I got into the field of ABA, Applied Behavior Analysis. If you know the field, shout it out. And ABA is not just for individuals with autism. Like, you can use it to train dogs. You can use it even for companies. Like human behavior, dude. It's everywhere. So you can use it anywhere. So yeah, I was doing that. I worked there for a year, and then I moved. If you watched my last video, it was about mine and Heath's, like, relationship. You know, I moved to Arizona for a couple years. And leaving that job, the hardest thing ever. I remember on my exit interview, I, like, cried. I was like, because when I was scared, I was like, God, is moving to Arizona, like, the right choice? I'm doing this for a boy. Like, it was just a lot. So, look at my face. So I left, and then while in Arizona, I started my master's program at ASU, Arizona State. It was all online. Getting accepted alone was like, oh shit, like, I just got accepted. Cool. So I did my master's program online. It was intense. Now, honestly, it was intense, but I hear some of these other programs, and man, they're intense. Which, looking back now, I wish I kind of would have done a more intense one, but whatever. So I did that. I graduated in 2015. I didn't finish in Arizona. Like, we moved back, and while we lived with his parents for a couple months is when I finished my program. And I remember the day I finished, I, like, submitted my thesis or whatever. I was like, I'm done. I was like, give me a shot. Like, I'm so excited. We lived with his parents, and, you know, just, like, not in your own space and having to do that homework and everything. It was just a lot. So I graduated, and then after you graduate, or even while you're in a program, you have to do experience hours. You have to do 1,500, which now if you test after 2022, you have to do 2,000 hours. And I feel really, if you're out there and you have to do 2,000 hours, I am so sorry. The 1,500 alone was a lot. So I was going to do that while in the program, but I decided not to because I get overwhelmed easily, and I just thought it'd be too much. And then I was like, a year into it, and I was like, you know what, let me just start my hours. Let me just do it. And unfortunately, the company I worked for, it was like their first year of opening the school. It was a charter school, and they already had enough people in the supervision like group that they're like, we can't accept any more people to do supervision for. So I just didn't start, which kind of sucked. But it's okay. And looking back, everything happens for a reason, like honestly. So I moved back to California, and I just never, I started my hours in 2017. It's been 3 years. And you know, through those 3 years, you know, life happens. I had the miscarriage, I was pregnant, and then I got pregnant right away again with my daughter, and then I had her, and then there's summer breaks, or just like, it just didn't happen, and that's okay. But I finally finished my hours. But that's not all we're celebrating today. Finally finished my hours. Shit, it took forever. Actually, I should have finished them like a year ago. But the person that was supervising me, and these are hours, so you can become a BCBA, a board certified behavior analysis. There was one guy that supervised me, and he just like he didn't keep up on stuff, and he did things that like, I thought were unethical, because we have a code of ethics that we follow, and I just didn't. But during that time, I was going through so much. Being pregnant, or the miscarriage, being pregnant, having the baby. So like I didn't have the energy to address it and like make it right. That's okay. So I like didn't count his hours because I just didn't think they were ethical, which sucks because that put me back a year. I could have been done already, but I just didn't feel right. I don't know. Bad conscience. Karma will come and get you. Yeah. And then, so, once you finish your hours, you have to submit paperwork to the board, and they have to approve for you to even like sit down and take the test. So, oh my god. So I started that process a week ago. It costs $245 just to submit an application. You have to get like paper signed. You have to submit your transcripts from your master's program, and then fill out an application. So in my crazy anxiety mind, I submitted my transcripts before I submitted my application, and I probably shouldn't have done that. I have like a frog in my throat. I hate when ice like breaks and falls in your face. So I put my transcripts first. I did the application, And then I sent the final verification form that I got signed by my supervisor. And then a few days later, they email, or a week later, they email me back like, we can't find your transcripts, so we can't complete your application. So, and you have like 22 weeks or something, 14 to 20 days to like submit this paperwork. Otherwise, your application is like null and void, and no refunds. $245. We're like broke right now. So I was like stressed out. So stressed. I was like, dude, like if this doesn't work. And so I contacted this. I was like, why don't you have them? Like I submitted them. They're under my maiden name, so I wasn't married at the time when I graduated. I'm like, what the hell? I told them that like 3 times. Oh. They're like, we don't have them. So then I was anxious, so I just went onto the ASU site and just submitted another electronic copy. Paid 15 extra freaking dollars. And I just sent another one. And I was okay, I sent another one. And then ASU had finally emailed me back, like, here's the number if they need it for them to like check it to download the transcripts. Like, we delivered them, they're there. I did that on the 13th. And then like 3 days ago is when I resubmitted new ones. And so they emailed me back and said, oh yeah, we got those on the 15th. I saw them now because they were under your maiden name. I'm like, I told you that. I hate when people are like, listen, like, I told you this, like, come on. So, like, oh yeah, we found them on the 15th. So I sent an extra copy for nothing. So finally, like, okay, we received them, like, we'll upload them to your file. And I emailed back, I was like, okay, like, when should I hear back then? And they didn't email me back, which is fine. Because this morning I wake up to an email from the board, and I'm approved to take my test. I'm so excited. And it was such a relief. Like, every step of this process has been so stressful. Like, getting accepted to grad school, going to grad school, finishing grad school in between a move and everything, and a wedding, or getting engaged and planning a wedding. And then, like, trying to get my supervisor situation, get my hours started because they're so freaking long. Getting my hours completed finally and signing all that off, and then applying for the exam. So now, like, the next step is study. My exam date is December 21st. That was the first available day they have. Which, honestly, you used to be able to they had, like, testing windows. I was only the toppings. So they have, like, testing windows. So it was, like, August was a month that you can test. November, I forget the other ones. It was, like, every few months. Like, once a quarter, they had testing windows. But thankfully now, they changed it. And now you can test whenever. But if you don't pass the first time, you have to wait a month to take it again, and you have to pass within 2 years. So I have until July 30th of 2022 to pass. So yeah, I'm just taking the toppings off. What is it? I have card brain. So yeah. So now I have to study. Oh, but there wasn't available testing dates. Like, there's a testing center right near me. You can pick from 3. You just, like, choose, like, your location. And, like, some people were saying that they had to go to freaking another state to test or whatever. I'm like, oh my god. Like, I don't know if they were under a lot of pressure to, like, pass the exam, but I'm like, damn, that's intense. I would not. Like, driving long distances gives me major anxiety because I have fear-based anxiety. So I have fear of dying, fear of getting sick, fear like that. So I'm like, I need to find somewhere close because the driving alone will trigger me. Annoying. So I found one right actually near my work. And it's so funny because it's in the same building where Kelly, my best friend, where her office is that she works at. She's working from home now, but I'm like, oh my God, that's a coincidence. And it's right before Christmas. So if I pass, that'd be like a great Christmas gift. Like, I can celebrate during the holidays. Start off 2021 on a good note. But if I don't, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. But I will pass. So, yay! Now I just gotta pass. Because once I have that, I can find a good job. Or stay where I am and just get a really nice raise. Because I need it. So yeah, I'm super excited. So I wasn't gonna film today, and I was like, nope, we're celebrating. And I've been trying to eat like not as carby. And I get this, oh my God. But I don't care. So yeah, that's also a little background into like my work life and stuff. Yeah, I can't believe I only ate 2 pieces. The topping's off one. Well, those are pretty heavy and 2 sticks. Do I want another one? Maybe I'll just eat this crust with this cheese sauce. So yeah. So what do you guys do for like jobs? I'm getting like, I love interacting with you guys. Like, shout out to Sauce Queen's Big Daddy. Her cousin, they follow me now. Sauce Queen doesn't. Come on, girl. Come on. I only have like 8 subscribers, but I don't care. It's fun. Just making friends and like making connections through this channel is like, it's gonna be fun. That's all I want. It's like a hobby, you know. Yeah, but what do you guys do for a living? If I wasn't doing this, well, the goal is, like, once I get certified, I really want to work with dogs, dog training. And my ultimate goal, I love dogs, so my ultimate goal, so is Heath, is to buy a huge house with a huge ranch and train dogs to be ABA, like, therapy dogs, like autism therapy dogs. Wouldn't it be cool? My puppy's sleeping. So that's a Heath, and he was like, oh my God, yes. He loves dogs. And honestly, he catches on to these ABA like concepts so fast. I ABA him all day. I'm just kidding. No, but it's really cool because like he gets it, you know, and he sees that it works. And it's just basic things, like even with our daughter, you know. Some people are against it, but that's controversial. I don't want to get into that, but I also watch, there's a couple vloggers on here that have like family members with autism, and I watch them because it's just interesting. And then you see like the family, like I feel for those families, especially if they have like a child who presents with like really aggressive behaviors, like especially with COVID, like they're not able to go to school. Like a lot of therapy now is done through telehealth. And what that is you do a therapy session with like a Zoom, and that's so hard because a lot of times you need to be really hands-on, and like certain prompting you use has to be like hand over hand, and like guiding them and just helping them, and now it's like it's really on the parents, and we can consult them and stuff. So watching those vlogs gives you like an insight. And these poor kids not being in school, it's hard. So if you have a child with autism, my heart is out to you, like goes out to you. And I know our school is really trying to help. Like we send out packets every week with like information and strategies and techniques. We have a YouTube channel. Like we really are trying to like help you guys out. And I don't know what the plan is for the next school year, but I really hope they're getting the help they need. Yeah, this is a very work-related mukbang, but okay, I'm full. I have like the toppings off of this one. My husband would be happy though. He can have some for lunch tomorrow. Haley can take one to school tomorrow, to daycare. All right, guys. Well, thanks for celebrating with me. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love comments. Like someone commented the other day, next video you should do a burping contest with your. Oh yes, I don't have a burp in me right now. I would do it. Should I do my thing? I wanted soda so bad, but I was like, no. Okay, so yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It's free. And I like to upload at least once a week. A lot of times I'll do an extra one. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to my whole story. If you went through that whole video, I love you. And I will see you next time with something else, and maybe a guest, maybe not. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Oh God, I gotta turn this off. Bye.